What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a really special video for you guys today because I've got something brand new. It's a brand new bait from Berkley. I've been using it for about the past year. I've been excited to be able to talk about it, and they said, no, wait till January 15th. Wait till January 15th. Well, we're here, and I've got the bait, and it's pretty awesome. So before we get into this, before I tell you how I fish it, what it is, all that stuff, please subscribe. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you're going to be using this thing after you hear what it's all about. And again, just thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys. So let's start it out. It's the Finisher from Berkley. Going to hold it out in front of the camera like that. The body is very similar to the spy bait that I helped Berkley design, but this bait's it's very different. It doesn't have props. It's weighted completely differently, and what this thing does underwater is unlike any other bait. It sinks pretty quick, so it's really ideal for using forward-facing sonar when you see fish, whether they're a couple feet down or 20 or 30 feet down. Gets down to them quick, but the way you can work this bait is you can move it and really trigger fish to bite without pulling it away from the fish in the middle of the water column. So there's no other bait that can get down to them quick, but also stay there in the middle of the water column. You get one or the other. A jerk bait is great at staying in front of the fish, but you can't get it down to them quick because it suspends and it only goes down X amount of feet. This thing, you could be just sitting there looking at your graph and you see a school of fish on live scope. They're sitting in 20 feet of water, over 40, and they're swimming. They're moving. You can cast this thing to them, get it in front of them, and start working it, and it's going to stay in their face. And the way it works, the way this thing can move laterally, but not coming towards you, is it's extremely erratic. When you pop your rod, especially with a slack line, it's going to go left, right, up, down, right, up, left, all different directions, right? And it's super erratic. So that's going to trigger fish, but as much as it triggers fish, it is really cool because it's not coming towards you. With this thing that are going to be coming out, I'm popping with a lot. I'm popping it hard, but I've got slack, and it looks like that bait would be coming towards me quite a bit, and it's just going side to side, up, down, side, up, down, and it catches a lot of fish. It really does a good job of triggering fish. There was a day that I was up at Roosevelt Lake, and they weren't biting the jerkbait. They just weren't committing to the jerkbait. And I wasn't even using the live scope as much in that situation. I was just going down a steep rocky bank, throwing it out there, pop, 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 fishing it almost right under the surface, and I caught them really good that day. So it's really cool. 5 is the smallest size. We've got a 7, which is what I've got in my hand here. That's kind of been my go-to so far. And then a 9 as well. I really think this 7 is going to be the key size for most of us. The 5 is really cool. It doesn't sink near as fast as the 7. It's really cool when the fish are extra finicky or on bait, but you're not going to be able to get it down to those fish in 20 or 30 feet. And then the 9 will have its applications as well, I'm sure. I just haven't had the chance to use it as much. But really cool. A lot of great lifelike colors. This chrome has been the best one for me. I think it's just because it's such an erratic bait. All the flash coming off of chrome. It works really, really, really well. But the 7 is a half-ounce bait, so what I really like to do with it is I throw it on a spinning rod, and I throw it on a pretty soft spinning rod. You know, you got little treble hooks. It's a fairly heavy bait, and as you're working it really fast, the fish don't really get a chance to come up and swallow it. They're a lot of times going to slash at it, almost like they hit a topwater or a jerkbait at times. And you might just get them in the corner of the lip with one hook. So a soft rod's really critical. The Abu Garcia winch 7.2 medium light's a great rod for this. I'd recommend using that one. If you don't have that rod, use your drop shot rod or the rod you would use for spy baits, hair jigs, little tiny jerk baits, stuff like that. It's a cool bait. Got more videos coming for you guys soon. As far as we talked about how to fish it. You can, and it's one of those things that it's kind of limitless on how you are going to fish it. Little pops, big pops. Again, sometimes when they're really active, they're going to eat this thing on the initial fall, but the best way that I found to trigger fish is get some slack in your line and rip it on slack. Harder rips in warmer water when they're more aggressive, and, you know, sometimes a little more subtle when it's cool. But I'm still learning it. You know, it's one of those baits that it's its own category, so you know, if you get out on the water with this thing and you find something that's working really well for you, I'd love to hear about it. Please, you know, drop it in the comments. I know as you watch this video, it's probably you're not going to have one in your hands yet, but they'll be available really soon, like right away, and it's going to be It's going to be an awesome bait. I'm excited about it, and yeah. Thank you guys for checking out the video again. I know my camera, I'm new to this camera too. The more I talk with my hands, the thing zooms in and out. So I apologize. I told myself I wouldn't talk with my hands too much. So hopefully it wasn't too bad. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.